Okay. That should be good. Making sure this is live. Okay. Looks good to me. All right. Opening up that view. Opening up that view. All right. Perfect. Nice. Okay. So yes, I'm live once again with Law's Judgment. We're streaming this live on YouTube. I'm gonna try to usually do this on YouTube every week so that I can focus more on narrative heavy content. Just over here. Hey, I see. It's good to see you. Yes, I'm gonna see if I can bug Shogi about that too. But yeah, we are live. It's good to see you. What's happening? What's happening, Captain? You said you got schoolwork. That's fair. I totally understand where you're coming from there, so I won't take that away from you. I'm glad you're hanging out. I appreciate the support. I do. So, because I like, this is one good way to just kind of help push the YouTube content along as I keep going, and then something to more or less archive what I've gotten so far. So that's good. Anyway, yeah. Gonna put the links. Putting up the link. Okay. I actually really like the thumbnail I made for this. I don't know if you saw it, but it's a fun little Photoshop job. Just basically masking. A very obvious masking. Anyway. Stream elements. Bot running. Hey. Okay. Nice. They're both just as recent. Okay, good. Good. Okay. That's encouraging. That is very encouraging. Alright. So, yeah, I went in disguise as a maintenance worker to the school. To set up cameras. Okay. Okay, setting up surveillance. Let's do this. Hope I don't get... Oh, okay, anyway. Weird. So is there a set path? That I would like to know. Anyway. Oh, from Keiko. Alright. Let's pull up the story details. Case file? Cast file. Hanging for a towel wrapped around his neck in his own bedroom. That's so dark. Like, dealing with high school suicides is definitely an interesting route to take, but I mean, hey, I mean, Persona handles stuff like that pretty well, so why not, right? This is risky. Always risky. Bad towel, yeah. Yeah. That's, I mean... What can I say? Yeah. Anyway. From Kaito. Where Alright. I'd very much like to know where I go. This is the game. This is me wandering around the school courtyard in disguise. Very much not belonging to this school. Am I the bad guy? Maybe. Maybe. There's Kaito. Alright, so... Oh, okay, I just go with him to do the things. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah?
Should I be putting... I hope I'm not putting out cameras in the locker room.
Or challenge your rivals to duels.
Dude, what century did you go to?
Ugh, whatever.
The 20th century.
This place is worth at least 3 cameras.
Worth
That
at least...
many? Just for
Oh.
lockers?
Yep.
Yeah, we're
See,
putting
this
cameras in the
school
lockers.
has that many blinds.
Lovely. I suppose this isn't the locker room. This is just where you put your stuff. So this isn't so bad.
Huh. After that, sure, let's do it.
Spy
Hello,
cams.
reporting in. I see you've set up a few cameras already. Feed is coming in nice and clear. You guys are doing awesome.
Thanks. How's things on your end?
We just finished with the back of the gym. Next up is the classroom building.
Copy that.
All right, Tuck. Just follow my lead.
All right. Those are Japanese lockers, actually. Yeah, like the little tiny ones. Yeah, you weren't around for when I played Like a Dragon, but that size of locker not only was, again, more common, but it was actually central to the plot in a weird, dark way. Very interesting, for sure. Alright, what way did the Kaito go? I did not pay enough attention. The bags they give you can hold everything you need, and those are for your shoes. Yep. Again, like they're small, but they're deep enough to hold whatever you need. And in Like a Dragon, the very beginning involves somebody stashing a baby in one, so they'll do the job. Oh yeah, it sounds funny the way I described it, but it was like actually super disturbing. Japanese culture always changes shoes or take them off. Yep, take them off once you're indoors. And put on slippers if need be.
The boys will have
I'm familiar.
So let's go up one more.
Gotcha.
Every bully loves a good
And it's not even just Japanese culture.
pushing someone
Other
down
Asian
goes
subcultures can be similar.
really that
Similarly inspired.
Still, it is a
But
blind spot.
anyway.
Yep. Close corners make for poor visibility, making this a #1 choice among assholes.
You don't say.
All right. Then let's get a camera here.
Just Japanese culture always. Oh yeah. Oh, never mind. All right.
All right. Let's move up to the next floor.
On to the next floor. Some African culture, but it's mainly the Asian ethnicity that does it.
Floor.
Again, like,
Let's start setting up.
okay.
We're almost done with the first
I'm not sure if we're trying to quote trivia or not, but I'm just like, yes. I hear you. I'm just saying it's not exactly exclusive to Japan. It's definitely iconic,
Splitting up for a bit shouldn't hurt. How about I take the second floor and you do the third?
but that's also because of how popular Japanese pop culture is with the West too. So there's that. What's that been learning? Oh no, no worries. It's fascinating, right? Like it's fun. I remember just really particularly enjoying flexing my humongous brain. I feel that. No, it's funny too because like what's absolute giga chat of a brain. What's really funny is though when people, because a lot of like folks like me or yourself that are like, you know, the weebs that'll be like, oh yeah, I'm super obsessed with Japanese culture, or just like, oh yeah, like I actually learned a bit of the language and blah blah blah. One of my favorite instances was going to there's this restaurant back in Kitchener where I lived, and they sold these massive donballs and donburi, and you know, a Japanese style restaurant. But the thing is, though, on the surface, yes, Japanese cuisine, everything. But I took my Korean girlfriend with me to dinner, my first date with her that night, and she was like, "Oh, this is very similar to what I'm used to," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay, that's fair enough." And she goes, "No." She goes, "There's a reason for that," and she actually like turns to one of the waitresses, asks her in Korean for a pair of kitchen scissors, and then she gets them to like cut up her pork. And I'm like, "How'd you know that?" She's like, "That's how they would serve it in my restaurants." And I'm like, "Oh my god." A lot of the staff was Korean. It's funny how quickly, you know, authenticity will be easily emulated when it comes to cuisine. And I was just like, "How did you know?" She's like, "Oh, I knew." I was very impressed, and I was like, "Wow, I'm just the white boy on vacation right now, aren't I?" Yeah, it was it's definitely enlightening, but it's also like I just find it personally grating. New PC spot? No, I just took that at the green screen. This is where my PC has been the whole time. It's just differently oriented. Different angle. So when I streamed with Con Artist the other night for It Takes Two, I had the TV facing straight forward so that he could sit directly next to me. Yeah, I removed the green screen because I already have my camera in a separate spot anyway. So it's as big of a deal. I like it more for the 3DS because then I put backgrounds in, but for this, I'm just like, I just want to chill. You know? Plenty of YouTube streamers are pretty chill about, like, lack of green screen, I've noticed, so why not follow suit? Yeah, more ethical questions than I care for. Could just avoid the urinals. I guess like around the sinks. I don't know how I feel about placing cameras where I'm placing them. As long as your background looks nice, it's fine without a green screen. Yeah, I need more pictures, posters, all that. I need more of that because I have a Shang-Chi one just to my, well, I guess to the left here. But yeah, I need more. I have more, but I don't have it framed right now. LED lights, normally in the background. Yeah, no, I you know how much people will pay for those? It's absurd. Like, people are getting gouged for those, and they're incredibly cheap to make. I don't bother with them just because, I don't know. Oh, you need more RGB. RGB on my mouse. Alright, going into observation mode. I'm still shocked about how many buttons my mouse has. Oh, you have the Naga, right? It's not real. That's the thing, right? Like, my last mouse, it had a lot more buttons than my current one. But I used it for almost 6 years. So it's like it had to be put to rest. It was very good though, and I like the multi-mappable options. It was a lot of fun, but I used it to death. And this one is gonna get pretty quickly used up too at this rate. Like it's you know, but it's a Razor Death Adder. It'll last for years, I'm sure, but still.
Sounds to me like you.
Way to be a jackass. And who says I'm slacking off? We're allowed to take breaks anytime. Not that it's any of your business.
Huh. This is ridiculous. Alright, so I gotta find someone else for leverage. Okay. Observation mode.
What the?
What's in the bottle? Peeled the bottle off. Peeled the label off, I mean. Refilling with tap water. Maybe he's just being economical. If he's struggling with money, then I can buy him out of the discount. Ooh. Death Adder is always a solid choice if you don't know what you want. Oh, here's the thing. I didn't pay for the Death Adder. It was just given to me. So I'm like, hey, free mouse. I play a lot of sandbox games that benefit from keybinds of hotkeys, so I get a huge mouse. I don't play a lot of those. I play shooters, but the keybinds I make are typically on the keyboard, so. And I have a customizable keyboard, so I'm good. I do want that Apex 5, though. From SteelSeries. That'd be good. But not right now. Don't need it. You know. Oh, you know what I was playing earlier, actually, that you might be interested in is Project Zomboid. We'll have to figure out a time of the day to try it out, but if you're interested, it's basically like, yeah, you're surviving a zombie apocalypse in Kentucky, an isometric environment, you know, like all the players spawn in different spots. You have to find each other in the map, which is especially chaotic. It's fun. Oh, come on. I only found the one thing. I guess just the water. I'll give you 1,000 yen.
1,000 yen.
I love it.
That'll cover a pack of smokes, maybe two.
You're saying I should take
Yeah.
this?
Kinda sucks asking you to move on your break.
You know, you're not such a bad guy.
No,
In
I'm
all
not.
honesty, the budget's been tight this month.
Figured he was short on money if he was refilling a plastic water bottle. Yup. Alright, gonna go back down to Kaito-san. Get out of Dodge.
Kaito-san.
Same. That thing is, maybe this tight corridor might be good. The teachers.
Kaito-san, don't you think we should be installing these in classrooms? Isn't that where bullying primarily takes place?
You might be right about that. But we couldn't cover every classroom if we wanted to, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, as professionals, we'll just have to make do with what we've got. We should set this camera up wherever we can get the broadest view. How about the ceiling in the middle of the hall? Then we'll see everyone going in and out of class. Okay, Tuck, I'm gonna give you a boost. So make sure you find a good spot for that thing, okay?
Uh-huh. You know, we totally could have done this during recess. Everyone's just staring at us.
Too late to whine now. Just do what you gotta do and be done with it.
slow-mo walk. It's the mean girls.
Hey, you saw them, right? Those kids who started trouble at the restaurant.
You noticed too, huh?
Classroom 2-2.
Sounds like we've got some bullies in there for sure. That'll be a prime spot for the last camera.
All right.
Okay.
Just make sure they don't see your face.
They're gonna see my face. But in room 2-2, eh?
Let's hit it.
Excuse me, but I don't recall there being an inspection today.
Whoa.
Sorry to be in your way, ma'am. We won't take long.
I understand, but nobody notified me we'd have any interruptions.
Yeah.
Kaito's just in love. Nice.
You know what? I don't seem to recognize either of you. Probably because our usual repairmen were here just last month.
Uh-oh.
I can't say I know anything about that. We're just here doing our job, man.
You can call me Sawa-sensei, not ma'am, and you're in my classroom. Forgive me, but who may I ask called you here?
Oh. I have Cat on stream. He is saying hello in his own special way. Hershey.
So, this is how it's gonna be, huh? Is this how you treat people who work for you?
Oh.
I beg your pardon?
We're taking that angle. The indignant
You
angle.
put us to work. Then you give us the third degree? Not our fault you weren't notified by your own school. Isn't it the teacher's responsibility to keep track of scheduled maintenance?
Damn.
But hey, what do I know? We'll just pack up and go.
Now, just a minute.
I've been in this business a long time, and not once have I been insulted like this. We could have been in and out of here in under a minute, but whatever. Your problem now. And you better believe we'll be reporting this little exchange to your boss.
Really, there's no need to go that far. You'll be done in under a minute?
40 seconds if you like.
Well, if it really is that quick, fine. Then let's just take care of it.
That's 40
Yeah,
seconds.
that was pretty good, right?
I can get it done in 35.
Right.
Meanwhile, Kaito's like, no, I'm still gonna work my
Continue
moves.
as you were. And I apologize for grilling you like that.
Unpo.
Consider it water under the bridge. Why ruin our budding relationship over a little misunderstanding?
I suppose.
Alright, so Kaito's hot for teacher.
You don't need to be so down. You know what they say. Nothing ruins a pretty face faster than a frown.
Okay, that's a bit much.
What?
Yeah, hit him. Hit him.
Like I said, we'll get this done quick and be out of your hair.
Hair.
And we're done. Sorry again for the disturbance. We'll be going now.
He just had to meet the right woman, I see.
The hell was that, Kaito-san? You forget we're working here?
Yeah, but man, that chick's the spitting image of a teacher I had a crush on. One of my few good school memories.
What, so that makes me the bad guy?
He's not a Sigma.
All right.
You're allowed to find love.
I get it.
This is Tsukumo reporting in. Yagamishi, please respond.
Hey man, we just finished setting up the cameras.
Good, so did we. Could you and Kaito-san meet us at the gymnasium then? It's empty at the moment. I thought we might as well check the camera feed and discuss what to do moving forward.
Got it. Then we'll see you at the gym.
Who needs love when you can work out and buy a sports car? Yeah. Yeah. I have... Oh my god. The things I hear... Oh my god. What if I told you you can have both?
Excellent work, gentlemen. All cameras are fully operational.
So, now all we do is sit back and watch?
Like
Something
walking
like
and
that,
running
yes.
at the same time.
By the way, Yagamishi, I noticed you installed a
It's
camera in a
no.
classroom. Did you find a lead there?
You're
or
wrong.
something?
Yeah, that classroom had those
Naive.
from yesterday. Thought they'd be worth keeping an eye on.
Aha. Well, nothing unusual's turned up yet.
Guess we'll have to watch and wait. If there's any bullying happening at this school, this is a surefire way to find out.
Wrong as it is, there's something about smoking in school that makes it feel twice as good.
You're awfully nostalgic today, Kaito-san.
Yeah, well, my school wasn't as fancy as this one. Plus, I dropped out after a year.
Uh-oh. Guys, check this out. I think we may have found something.
What is it?
This is the classroom where Yagamishi set up the camera. Class 2-2.
Them again. Now they're picking on a girl.
Whoa, did you see that?
No, they're writing something on her? With a permanent marker?
Yo, Talk, let's go kick the shit out of those punks. No way I'm letting that slide.
Yeah, this is a problem.
Hold on, Yagami-san.
What now?
Looks like they got what they came for. They're already leaving the classroom.
Man, why's nobody helping her?
Jeez.
It's like they don't even want to see it. Kids think this doesn't involve you?
Let's go, Kaito-san. I want to see what happened with my own two eyes.
Yeah.
I suppose we should report this to our client. I didn't expect to find anything this quickly, though.
Yeah, he's got the gaming
Now,
laptop.
we have
He's very much the
irrefutable
type.
Evidence that bullying is real here at Serio. We'll have to take this up with the chairman and see how we should proceed.
It's funny too because like as a hacker personality, he should normally see that that's completely like a waste of money to do it that way. But, you know, he's also at this point of the means that he can get away with buying one of those frivolously. It's nice that running downstairs feels a little more organic and messy. Not bad. Not bad.
Talk, that's her. The girl we saw on camera.
Let's get a little closer and see how she's doing. Hey,
Slut on the back of her hand. In permanent marker. Wow. Jeez. Okay. Charming. It's charming right there. Oh. Archie. My boy. Gotta stop getting in my way. My boy. bystanders. Okay.
What the?
Mami Koda. Okay. Oh,
Suspicious.
not much I can gather from looking at these. All right. What else can we gather about her?
Hey,
Don't really want to wake her up either. Okay. Well, she's looking at me anyway. Or those have to go through such hell. Yeah, seriously. Man,
This is Tsukumo. Paging
bullying
down-
is the true great unifier between generations.
what's up?
It really is.
I've
And
just
it
reported our
sucks.
findings to the chairman.
It sucks how simple
His office is on
it
the third
is
floor
for
of
people to
the
get bullied
building.
too.
on our way.
They don't even have to necessarily be different. They just have to not fit in. Or be made to not fit in. Okay. We'll catch up then, Kaito. Hello? Yeah. Where am I going? Chairman's office, third floor. Okay. Good. Good.
Slow down.
Okay.
Please come in.
Huh? You're that teacher.
Sawa Sensei, wasn't it? To what do we owe the pleasure?
All
At least
of
they
these
remembered.
men are detectives.
Yes, and I'd like you to keep their identities a secret. These gentlemen here are Yagami-san and Kaito-san.
Oh, now she's becoming part of this whole thread, so that's interesting.
Very well then.
Yokosawa. Alright.
I've explained the situation to Sawa-sensei.
I feel like Yagami is gonna make her one of his girlfriends. I'm calling it right now.
I knew something was wrong. But I could never put my finger on what.
The girl being bullied.
She didn't
Mama
snitch.
Koda,
What are you talking about?
right?
Yes, she's in the basketball club. And so are all those kids surrounding her.
Wonder if that's where the bullying started.
Sawa-sensei, you mentioned noticing something was wrong?
Snitching on...
Yagami-san hasn't been herself.
He thought they were suspicious.
Expel them. Kick those bullies the hell out of here. The video we took has all you need.
It's not the same as snitching.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. For one thing, it would be quite...
She asked the principal what the hell these guys were doing, and he knew.
True. The school can't just come out and say we've been recording your kids without consent.
Yes, and let us bear in mind, they still have their whole lives ahead of them. We cannot treat this lightly.
You're not saying we should look the other way.
Who's
are
bold
you?
enough to pose it as a maintenance man?
Last night you
Yeah,
said
that's
the
like really
opposite,
risky.
man.
If you intend to cover this up, let me just begin by saying,
No one is suggesting we cover it up.
then we need to act now. We have no idea how close to the edge Koda-san could be. What if there's a chance?
Hmm.
What if she does something drastic before tomorrow?
I feel like we're all just like
Bullying is rarely resolved by the victim and the perpetrator coming to a mutual agreement.
Man has a
Thus,
point.
A third party must intervene.
I presume you read that in a book somewhere. I can tell you from experience that no victim finds it easy to open up about their situation.
Also true.
Not to family, friends, anyone. It takes a tremendous amount of courage for a bullied child to come forth and seek help. So if we, as outsiders, are to intervene, we must consider the ramifications.
Even so,
No, I think the chairman's right. Making a big scene might only make things worse for Koda-san.
Come on, Talk. That's not like you. Someone's drowning right in front of your eyes, and you're just gonna watch him sink?
What I'm saying is, we have to put a stop to the bullying without getting the whole school involved. What started in that classroom will end in that classroom.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, but did you say you were a detective?
Name's Yagami.
And you want to put a stop to the bullying, like it's that easy? Tell me, where does all this confidence come from?
You think there's a real chance we could pull this off, Yagami-san?
I do. Can you bring up that video again?
Sure. One moment.
I think the secret to stopping the bullying is right here in this video.
Really? Then by all means, detective, enlighten us.
We're gonna solve bullying.
To be so condescending.
Nope. She's got a point. You gotta back up that claim. So what's this big secret you're talking about?
Solve world hunger while you're at it. Also racism. We're gonna solve racism. Just problem solved.
It's those students sitting idly by. They're aware of the problem.
This right
not
here.
doing anything to help.
This is true.
Well, yeah, there's a whole flock of bullies. Get in their way, you're their next target. Adults do the same thing, honestly. Guess we're not so different from high schoolers.
Then we should hold some sort of trial and get the class involved? Is that what you're trying to suggest?
As the
Again,
lawyer.
something like that would only spread the issue. And that would only bring more pain to Koda-san. Tell me, what is your suggestion, Yagami-san?
What I'm getting at is that it's the silence of all her classmates that's empowering these bullies. On the surface, we only see students turning their eyes as one of their own gets tormented. They feign disinterest, or pretend not to notice, because remember, that's the safest thing to do. But deep down, kills them to see it.
Yeah, no shit.
So if the class could just express that, the pressure would then shift to the bullies. We have to tip the social balance in that classroom, become the voices of justice, of social law. Then, it's the bullies who become the outcasts. Would they keep running the risk of bullying if it meant social exile?
I can see how you arrived there.
All right, so where do we come in?
We come in by giving the bystanders a voice. We're gonna be the spark that lights a fire.
Hell yeah. Nice.
After all, the first voice matters the most.
Okay, so what's the plan here?
Tsukumo, how fast can you get your hands on a couple of mini speakers? I want to put them in the classroom where they can't be seen.
I can have them here momentarily, but I admit I don't really grasp the plan here.
I don't blame you. I honestly can't say it'll work, but I think it's worth a shot.
I see. In that case, I'll be back before school's out.
Chairman, I don't know what these detectives are planning, but I'll tell you this right now. I refuse to stand idly by while a student gets pushed to the breaking point.
She's just being a good person. That's fair.
Do you remember what I told you about the student who committed suicide? That affected Sawa-sensei profoundly. Perhaps she blames herself for being unable to prevent it, whatever the cause may have been.
I can see that.
As the chairman of this school, I don't want to let her down. So please, help her, Yakime-san. Help us all.
How's it coming along, Yagamishi? No complications, I presume?
So far, so good. Looks like most of the students have gone home.
Do you have the speakers I gave you?
Yep, and they're just what I needed. You're the man, Tsukumo.
Who's the man? He's the man.
How about we save the
Jump
praise
these
for
fools.
after our plan works out?
Anybody in the classroom right now?
In class 2-2? Let me check. Now that's odd.
I was like, why is my microphone not moving? Because the tripod's caught on my chair.
There's something wrong with the camera in the classroom building. The one on the second floor by the stairs.
Is it broken?
No, still getting a signal. Something might be blocking the lens.
Oh no.
All right, I'll check it out on
Something
the way.
bad's happening. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. They blocked it.
How does it look, Yagamishi? Anything unusual?
Let's find out. Huh? The heck is this?
Did you find something?
Yeah, a sticker on the lens.
A sticker, wow. Effective.
Yagamishi, behind you!
There he is! That's the pervert who set up the hidden camera.
Oh god. I could see why they might think I'm a pervert for putting the camera there.
The hidden camera, your first thought is to take it down. That's wrong. What you do instead is block the lens. That way, when the perv finally notices, he goes back to fix it and bam!
To be fair, she's just a discerning student who doesn't want to be, you know, spied on, especially at that angle. I kind of get where she's coming from.
He's trying to peep on us.
Oh, wow, that girl's pretty sharp. Looks like we've been caught red-handed.
Awkward.
Come on, let's catch him already.
Alright.
Stop!
Hey, wait!
Alright, we're gonna parkour out of the school. Nice. Killer. Alright. Sweet.
Are you safe, Yagamishi? Seems like you're in a bit of a pinch.
Yeah, you think?
All right. Please don't turn around. Oh god. Come on. Come on.
Crap.
No.
Yagamishi, you should see a ladder that
They
goes
were
up to the
peeing.
roof. That's my advice.
Got it.
All right, let's see. Let's go.
Don't panic, but the school just contacted security.
Oh crap.
Several guards are en route to your location.
Great. Just what I needed.
Get me out of here. Right now.
So high.
Looks like you've made it to the rooftop.
Where have you been watching from this whole time?
From the drone, Yagamishi.
Uh.
I found a spot that's pretty inconspicuous.
Hmm.
From here, use the drone as a guide and jump from that roof toward the classroom. You're gonna have to clear a big gap.
Oh, jeez.
Right. I'll try not to die.
Well, that's a big log jump. Oh, I gotta build up momentum too. Alright, here we go. Gonna backwards long jump. Oh, that wasn't so bad. What are you talking about?
Yagamishi, it looks like some of the guards have arrived. You think you can make it out of there?
I'll have to somehow. But before that, I'm gonna need to set up these speakers.
What? Even after all that?
Oh, he is determined.
I should be able to make a clean getaway, as long as I'm done before security gets too tight.
Let's see.
Are you serious?
Yes.
It'll be fine. All I have to do is not get caught, right? Besides, I have the world's greatest hacker on my side.
Nice.
You know very well I'm weak to flattery. But for the glory of Yokohama 99,
Go
I
find
will
the
not let
go
you
find
down,
it.
Yagamishi. Let's get
Hey,
this
Shogi.
mission started.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's do it. So now I gotta avoid security.
Like I said, I
Like
should
there-
be able to help you get to your destination.
The variety in this game is even more astounding than before. So that's really cool.
Got it. Counting on you.
It's definitely more focused on stuff than before, though. Okay. Guards are switching up their shifts. Nice. Nice. Okay. Good stuff.
I see now.
Shuffle while crouching. Come on, let's do this. Come on. Okay.
Damn. Not happening. And this was the shortest route to Class 2 too.
Nothing we can do but find another route. Give me a moment. Yagamishi, it seems the rooftop might be a more viable option.
Rooftop, eh?
Let's abandon this route and try it, shall we?
Alright.
Yeah. No sense waiting for the guards to just give up their posts. Let's check out the rooftop.
Alright. What are you up to, Shogi? While I continue to figure out what I'm doing in this situation.
The hell? Another roadblock?
My apologies. I'm afraid that was a blind spot.
Well,
Oh, he didn't know.
Yagamishi, how many guards are there?
there's just one.
Just one? Now, in that case, let's just get that.
Waiting for
guard
the
out.
capture card? Oh.
You got a plan?
Of course. Yagamishi, it's time to put that thing I gave you to use.
What did he give me?
You mean this ball or whatever? What does it even do?
It's kind of like one of those anti-theft balls, actually.
Oh.
Fill that ball with powder or liquid and throw it at your target.
The
and
liquid?
fire it.
It's my pee.
Right. So what's inside this thing?
Oh, just some peppers.
Peppers?
Oh, pepper spray
Is
ball.
this really
Nice.
gonna work?
Now, don't doubt the magician. Just take my word for it and let it fly.
Sweet.
Okay, that makes sense.
Get me in there. Get me in there right now. There we go.
Damn. It worked like a charm.
Who knew? Blinding somebody let me get past them.
What did I tell you? But, Yagamishi, that only works once. You'll have to procure a refill on your own.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh wait, why did I do that? Why did I do it that way? That was stupid. Let me try that again. You can't see without your eyes. Matt Murdock disagrees. Alright, so I guess I'll go... I'll wait for that guard up to the right to turn around. And then make my advance. Alright, go, go, go! This is good. So far, so good. And then I just go through here, get on a ladder. Seems like that's the setup here. Oh, no, maybe not. Okay. Damn, guess I'm wrong. Good stuff.
Tsukumo, can you hear me? If I keep going down this way, I'll just end up back at the scene from earlier, right?
The landing where you were accused of being a pervert? Yes, that's correct.
You have any idea how it's looking right now?
I'm sneaking because, so basically, part of the mission was finding out, what's bringing on the spikes in bullying and suicide at this high school. So the detective agency, being a detective agency, all went in disguise, put in security cameras, like little mini cameras, throughout the hallways. One of the restroom felt really ethically questionable, and then there was yeah, classrooms, lockers, you know, nothing too intrusive. And then one of the stairwell, one of the students spotted it and alerted authorities about it, thinking that it was a pervert, and has called security. So now security's looking for me.
There's no sign of that sharp
It's
girl
great.
who framed you. The onlookers seem to have dispersed too.
Oh, then I'm good to go?
1 second here. 1 second. TV just turned off briefly. That's weird.
There is one guard posted there.
Okay.
But I'm sure you can get past him.
Yeah, piece of cake if he's alone.
Could have just brought those two students. Brought those two students to the principal. No, okay, first of all, the students are going to be like, some of these students are going to be in on the whole, you know, discussing whether or not the principal doesn't want students knowing that this is happening. That's why the detective agency was taken in. They're supposed to be impartial and also discreet. They're doing a great job at it, by the way. But yeah, no, they don't want to tell the students because they don't want the students to be alarmed. That's the whole point. They're trying to keep it on the DL. This is just an unfortunate side effect. Throw the coin, throw the coin. Go, go, go. Yeah. Nice. All right. I'm gonna set up the speakers now.
Okay, I'm in class 2 too. No.
Roger that. Seems like those guards were no trouble for you.
Yeah, thanks to you. Well, better set up those speakers while I can.
Good luck.
Also, bringing the students to the principal, that's really assuming the students don't gossip to the rest of the entire friggin' school about what's happening. So there's that. It's best to just escape in this situation. Damage control. Because the other thing too is like they're bystanders in this bullying case. They might not know or care about why this is happening, but they don't want, you know, there to be other cameras to be found.
Did you say something for the speakers?
Or if they're in on the bullying, they don't want to be, you know, brought accountability. So yeah, there's a reason why Yagami said framing, not just, oh, they just accidentally assumed this about me.
Tsukumo. Almost like you're in the room.
Does this mean your setup is complete?
Yeah, I've pretty much done what I can.
Okay, nice. Uh-oh.
Huh? Oh, no you don't. You stay your ass right there.
Go get Yakun and the boys.
Uh-oh.
I see you got security all riled up. They've been looking all over for you. Didn't think you'd be dumb enough to stay. Could have sworn I saw you earlier on lunch. Now where have I seen that face? Oh, you're the guy from yesterday. The guy who stole my fucking phone.
Huh.
I'd say it's time for some payback.
Don't lose heart, Yagamichi. Already come this far.
Right. I can get through this.
All right, I'm gonna beat up some children. Oh, jeez. The rugby team.
Why are you in our school?
That one man is more neck than chest.
No answer.
And I'll do it again, punk.
You're only making this worse on yourself, you know. You're here to swipe some girls' gym clothes or something?
Does this mean we could beat the answers out of him?
Oh, yeah. We'll end up as heroes for breaking this nasty-ass pervert.
Sick. I always wondered what it'd be like to shatter a human bone.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
That's not sociopathic at all.
This guy doesn't mess around, Yakun. We all need to take him at once.
I'm gonna beat up the children, Shogi.
What? Holy shit!
Okay, I'm gonna run. That's probably the safer decision. Oh, but they're really instigating this. Oh! Ooh. That's sweet.
Damn! I guess he's more than just your average creeper.
Rowdy students.
Yagamichi, you can't get caught now. They'll label you as a sex offender. You don't want that on the news, do you?
No, can't have that.
Only one way out then.
1 second here. I just gotta resync the audio. Which pose? The pose the rugby player made? Because he's lowering his center of gravity, if that's what you're talking about. Get him. Get him. Oh! Yeah, he's doing that so he can't get knocked down as easily. Football players do it too. It's not about forming a fist, it's about getting ready to grab. I'm channeling chakra, don't worry about it. The children fighting. I can sell this. It's a wonder why this channel isn't monetized yet. Oh, cool reversal. It's called heat. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh! I got hurt. Keep making shorts. I will. I must. It also might be good to outreach to TikTok. Yeah, I was posting some videos to TikTok, but it doesn't get nearly the same traction as the YouTube shorts have been. But I'll keep posting it. See what happens. We've had some good runs on it.
Should I have gone easier on them?
Never mind those guys. 3 of us need to make our exit now, too. We'll...
Got it.
You get the ability to build heat. Oh yeah, you're talking about the chakra. Yeah, yeah. It is heat. Or in this case, EX. This is EX gauge. That man slid. Alright, yeah, so we got out of there. In one piece, no less. The ability got passed down to lawyers. Ooh, fight, fight, fight. Seriously, why would you ever bother with any other style now? Snake is my new favorite. We lost the hat? No.
And stay down.
Another fight.
What a waste.
And then I just kind of won.
Really, guys?
Yakuza have their orbital lasers. Yeah, that's true. Yagami just like taps a couple buttons on his phone and then suddenly destroys the Earth. I do like that. Not Yagami, Kasuga. They just have a Loki, and we have a Hulk. We did it. I completed the joke. It's 2012 again. I'm funny. Alright. Uh-huh. Oh, what? Okay. Oh, they went for the grab. There we go. Smack down.
And stay down.
Beautiful. Just beautiful. All right. Ugh.
Oh man, you almost got arrested and put on the sex offender list.
There's no way I'd screw things up that bad.
Your life almost got ruined. That's
In
funny
all
to me.
seriousness, those bullies got what was coming. I kind of wish you messed them up worse. That way, they'd never bother Koda-san again.
Yeah, but that wouldn't really solve the problem. Not everything can be settled with a fight.
What?
Here, I'm just gonna step away for a sec. I just gotta get a beverage. This is serious. Terrible. Yeah. Can you imagine? I see. Can you imagine just being like in that situation? Put yourself in that situation where you're, where you narrowly escape a situation in which you are almost wrongfully labeled a sex offender, and your friend goes, "That's funny. That's funny. You're funny. You almost got made a sex offender. That's funny to me." What's up with that?
Wow, look who's talking.
But that's where those speakers come into play, isn't it?
Yeah, if everything goes as expected.
Hey, you did everything you could, right? So we'll see what tomorrow has in store.
You'd be mad in the moment. No shit. But it'd be funny afterwards. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it all depends, right? Yeah. As long as nothing actually ends up happening of it, yes. But for like a good solid few weeks, you'll be like, "Hey, dude, you almost ruined my life with that." Oh. And then there's the Herschel. The boy wonder himself. But they have the principal, so they could fight it and win. No. Here's the thing. That technically just having a principal on your side doesn't mean that you automatically win that sort of case. If you're accused of that, the principal doesn't have proof. The principal might have a case of like, "Oh yeah, they were here planting cameras," but what if you actually were a pervert and you actually did that anyway? There'd be no proof to back up the claim that you weren't doing exactly that. So there's that. Now, the principal's word in your favor, maybe, but at the same time, it's just like, you know, that kind of accusation can get really, really blown out of proportion really quickly. The capture card should be here soon. Sweet. Because, yeah, you got the mic attachment for the 3DS. So that's good. I'll be able to hear, or the inline USB, right? That's killer. I love that. Hershey? You're just all over the place tonight, aren't you? You guys ever read or watch Berserk? See what con artist got me? one of those Figma posable figures. It's Guts. Actually pretty dope, I gotta say. Like, it's awesome. The amount of customizable parts, like, damn. Anyway, I got that earlier today along with Gex. So I was playing Gex and posing that. Watched Berserk like 2 months ago. Did you watch the original, or did you watch the Golden Age, or did you watch the 2016 anime? Because there's a big, like, the anime is the anime is good. The 2016 is like, it's fine. It doesn't check all the boxes for me. But then like the manga is both longer running and okay. So the original is largely again the Golden Age arc, but abridged to an extent. But then again, so are the movies. So there's that. But there's a huge portion. Like the story is enormous, and the manga covers multiple different eras. My friend told me like a special order. Yeah. But yeah, like, because they never adapted the vast majority of it into an anime. There's even a Dreamcast game based off one of the arcs that is not featured in the anime. it's crazy. And like, yeah, it's pretty neat. And I have it, by the by. You have to like watch the anime and then half of the end of one movie and so many random things. Okay, so the movies, the Golden Age, so there's 3 movies and they all detail the Golden Age arc. And all 3 of them, I would argue, are completely essential to the origin story of Guts. It's the very first it's the first portion of the story. Watch all 3 of those. The anime, like the 1997 one that you're talking about, that is also like an abridged, in many ways, the abridged version of what the movie is. Just because like they chose to focus on different aspects, but it's also just like more cut down for content. But also well adapted and good traditional animation was used for it, so you can't complain too much about that. The 2016 anime was fully 3D and choppy animation. I like the stories they adapted for it, but they chose weird things to censor about it, like the nudity. Like they didn't remove the nudity, they just put, oh, okay, you're gonna have bare breasts but no nipples. That's our compromise. 3D animes suck. Some 3D animes, I will contend, are actually pretty good. Knights of Sidonia I liked. And that's it. That's pretty much it. That's my only exception. And like anything that involves blends of 3D, I'm like I'm iffy about. For instance, Fire Emblem Echoes used partial 3D for their FMV sequences, and that was like weird to me. But overall, it was just like, yeah. I think there is a point where it feels like I'm just being a purist, so I viewed it with an open mind. I enjoyed it quite a bit, but yeah. Sometimes blends to me, okay, yeah, exactly. For fight scenes, absolutely. Yep. Well, that's why like for the 2016 anime for Berserk, that's the part that I kind of liked about it. I'm like, okay, yeah, the action is like, it's satisfying when Guts just like heaves down the Dragon Slayer, because it's like it's yeah, that's badass. But then like the weird dialogue and like the choppiness of the animation to make it feel like an anime, it doesn't jive well. God of High School. See, with martial arts, I find I'm not as into the anime as I am with like with just movies. Like I like Hong Kong cinema. I mean, modern examples, I love Donnie Yen, Tony Jaa, and then of course there's like older examples. You go into Jet Li, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, like in his earlier days. I'm not as into the martial arts anime though. I like my martial arts to be gritty. Or in the case of like Man of Tai Chi, modern but also inventive and really, really clever. Also featuring Keanu Reeves, so that's a plus. As the villain, no less, and that was weird. Didn't Bruce Lee die? He most certainly did die. That's why I said an older example. You ever see his movies? Man was a legend. Yeah, he died from his basically like he had an allergic reaction to a pain medication that caused his brain to swell to the point of like I forget the exact cause of death, but more or less, yeah, like that was what caused him to die. No more rush hours. I'm okay. Bruce Lee was not in Rush Hour. You're thinking of Jackie Chan, and Jackie Chan is still alive. Bruce Lee has been dead for decades. I'm gonna pretend that you didn't just say that.
What a waste.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's what's confusing? Tell me what's confusing about it. There were two very different types of stars.
And stay down.
Bruce Lee was a star in the 70s. Jackie Chan had his break well into the 90s and 2000s. Okay. You know, both very famous stars. Okay, yeah, that's true. You know, I mix up, what was it? Jamie Foxx with Robert Downey Jr. all the time. They're both very famous.
What a waste.
They're just in Marvel movies. I don't know. Iron Man is dead, but Robert Downey Jr. is very much alive. And he is in Marvel movies. I didn't say that he's still in Marvel movies. They had to nerf the universe. Bro, they got Shang-Chi in there. Which, by the way, martial arts star, basically. Like, I love that they got, what was it, Simu Liu playing the star. Like, he was the star. Like, I mean, I'm just really happy to have a movie poster of one of the stars from Kim's Convenience. That's just like killer. Doctor Strange just breaks the MCU. Dude, I'm psyched for Multiverse of Madness. That's a movie I'll actually like happily go see. Spider-Man, I'm upset that they shut down theaters because I will not get to see that in theaters. Probably. Shang-Chi now existing is great, yeah. But yeah, I'm also looking forward to the fact that like Wanda will actually be, you know, much more prominent in the universe now. Now that they've pivoted focus away from the primary, like, founding Avengers. Like, that's nice. I really like that. Okay. School has resumed. Oh, come on. What did she even do?
Yo. So, are you gonna come out to lunch with us or what?
Don't you have anything more to say than that, Coda? Get your ass up. Come on. Matsun's really not in the mood to deal with your shit today. I'll just
Come on.
eat lunch here, okay? Huh?
You slap them.
You're giving us lip now? I guess you won't be needing this stuff then.
Oh yeah, just take her lunch,
Told you
sure.
to get your ass up, you little slut. Oh, maybe you started fucking guys on your lunch break now?
You're out here living the dream, aren't you?
Enough. Get your ass up.
Wow. What a bunch of turds.
Hold up, Coda. You should be thanking us for even inviting you to come.
So slow. I can't fucking stand you.
Well, damn. So much for my
Window
appetite.
noise.
You guys are making me sick.
Hey, who the fuck said that?
Oh,
Making you sick.
he's being the first voice in the bystanders.
About us? You see anyone else being assholes? Of course he's talking about you.
Yeah, I've not had it with you punks. This shit's getting old.
The fuck? Ganging up on the same girl day after day make you feel real big?
I like this.
That it takes 3 of them to do the job.
Seriously, you guys? You're taking Koda's side here? You know she's just a whore, right?
You okay, Koda-san? Just ignore these losers. How low can you go? Calling someone a whore isn't gonna win you any points.
Right?
Oh, snap.
Picture of purity over here.
What the hell?
Oh,
Hey!
She can dish it, but she can't take it. Hope the boys are watching.
What?
Fuck, man. If you want to talk shit, say it to my face.
What part of this don't you understand?
Yeah. You know what, guys?
there it is.
It's true. You guys just need to leave her alone.
He's right. He's totally right. What's your problem with her anyway?
Yeah, Koda didn't do anything wrong, guys.
This is cool. I like this.
Exactly. So back off Koda-san already.
Stop acting like little punks. Get the hell out of here.
When you guys going to lunch, go choke on a chopstick.
Oh, how does it feel now?
Just get going, would you?
Yeah. Toss them out.
They're gonna die in that classroom.
What's going on here? Hey, Lux. Fuck this.
Yeah. Let's just go.
Fuck it.
I gotta say, wow,
I've never seen those kids band together like that.
that was good. That actually prompted them to action too.
It can be hard to speak up even when you know something happening right in front of you is wrong. Not so different from adults, right?
Yagami-san, was everything we just witnessed part of your plan?
It's just psychology. There's this concept called the bystander effect. According to the psychologists, when a person witnesses an incident, there's 3 things that run through their mind if other people are in the vicinity. 1. If no one else acts, it must not be urgent. 2. If no one else acts, I don't have to take action either. And 3. If I take action alone, I'll embarrass myself. The result? Everybody stands there and nobody takes action. I just figured if I could get even one person to step up and raise their voice, it would spur the rest of them to push past their inability to act. Penguins are the same way. You ever seen a flock of them hesitating to take a leap into the sea? One takes the first plunge and the others all start following after him.
Yep, they're
First
conformists.
penguin, eh? It's a fascinating term for a display of bravery. I've heard it said that overseas in America, the first penguin is a symbol of respect.
So for Yagami-shi, that would mean your voice was the first.
I keep thinking I can suit the dialogue. It's good
Can't say
dialogue
for
though.
certain this resolved your bullying problem. But here's hoping it's at least a good first step.
They're gone. You should be safe from them for a while.
I'm getting the feels.
What do you say we monitor the situation for now? Might not be wise for adults to intervene just yet.
I suppose your plan has worked out for the better. But it should be teachers and administrators handling these matters, not detectives.
Well, they haven't been for
know what?
decades, so,
Couldn't
you
agree
know.
more.
Then if you'll excuse me.
There's that. I just called you a penguin. Dude, honestly, first penguin though, that does sound like a pretty good
Man, lighten
studio
up.
name or something like that.
You didn't have to rub it in her face.
You know what she thinks? She thinks we're some bums off the street trying to meddle in academic affairs.
Well then, I apologize on her behalf. But Yagami-san, that was some magic you worked there. Hard to admit this at my age, but I learned quite a bit from what you did.
I wouldn't go that far.
Good stuff, Yagami-san.
Naturally. I knew you would deliver.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Oh yeah. Meanwhile, Genda.
I have to take this. Hey, this is Yagami.
This is Shirosaki. Do you have a minute?
Sure.
I have a rather urgent request for you. It concerns a trial we've been involved with.
Listen, sorry-san. I'm a little busy. I don't know if I could take a rush job at the moment.
We aren't even in Kawacha right now. Actually, I'm in Yokohama.
Really? That's interesting.
I'm helping Sugiura out with a case for his new agency. We're on site right now. At Serio High School. Sorry-san? You there?
Serio High? Somewhere near Yijincho? Is that the school?
What does she know? What does she know about this? What's happening?
Heard of it?
A college-age student teacher from that school went missing about 2 months ago.
Huh.
It was all very sudden.
Huh. I think I heard something about that, actually.
He himself was a Serio High graduate. He'd returned to his alma mater to finish his teaching credential.
Just a sec. How do you know so much about this?
The teacher's name is Hiro Mikoshiba, and his body was discovered a few days ago. They found him in one of Ijincho's abandoned buildings.
Huh?
The body was badly decomposed, but Kanagawa police have just released his identity.
This was the guy that was found. Wow.
Moments ago, in fact.
Moments ago.
This is gonna end today?
Thing is, someone else knew Mikoshiba was dead, before the police even confirmed it. A sex offender, Akihiro Ehara. I defended him in court. The day Mikoshiba disappeared, Ehara was arrested at the station for groping. He's also an active duty officer.
So you're saying he committed the murder too?
No. The victim was still alive while Ehara was at the station in Tokyo committing sexual battery.
He was doing other
He was
city
caught and
stuff.
arrested on the spot. And he's been in jail for the 2 months since.
So if I have this right, he has an alibi for the murder?
Right. But there's more to it. A few days ago, someone lit flares at the location of Mikoshiba's body. It obviously couldn't have been Ehara, so I suspect that's the real culprit. But whoever that is somehow connected to Ehara.
Otherwise, there's no other way he could have known about the body.
Exactly. There's clearly more to Ehara than an officer turned groper. More than likely, he's an accomplice to murder.
Okay. So do we have a motive?
4 years ago, Ehara's only son hung himself in their home. He was a student at Seiryo High at the time. And the way Ehara sees it, his death was the result of bullying at the hands of his classmate, Mikoshiba.
You mean it's revenge? In that case, could he possibly have hired someone else to kill the guy in his stead?
It's highly likely. As for my request, I'd like to see what you can find out. Mikoshiba's murder is too suspicious. Up until today, I wrote Ehara off as just another train groper. But he got arrested for that on the exact day that Mikoshiba was killed. It can't be a coincidence.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better alibi than being arrested for a different crime, right? Otherwise,
It's an interesting
the cops would
point.
have pinned him as suspect number 1.
But groping as an alibi? Why go to all that trouble? There had to have been a better way than that. I'm worried. As his attorney, I have to admit there's a chance Ehara planned this, which means I've made a critical oversight. Even worse, I let a misguided court issue a verdict. I can't allow that to stand. I need to reconsider both the harassment and the murder, because I think the truth is these cases are one and the same.
All right. Well,
It is fascinating.
what can I do for you?
Can you see if anyone at Seiryo High will talk about Mikoshiba? Right now, we need more information. And the first thing we should focus on is how and why he disappeared. That could give us a lead.
So, does this mean you're hiring me?
It does. Consider it an official request, if you would.
Okay, I'm on it. No better feeling than when the jobs line up perfectly.
And that's the end of chapter 1. Interesting.
Ijincho, Yokohama. A harbor town where rotting secrets rarely stay uncovered. The deceased was a student teacher who had vanished from a high school Yagami was investigating. Yet the linchpin to this case, a police officer named Ahara, was arrested for a different crime, a train groping that shocked the nation. Upon hearing the verdict, Ahara gave the court an ominous revelation, that the son he had lost was avenged.
Yeah, that does seem pretty ominous with the new information coming to light. And this game really does walk with style, like in terms of the presentation and transitions and
we go over the defendant's profile?
cinematic aspect. It's pretty cool.
Sure. Akihiro Ihara, age 53, senior officer with Tokyo PD, convicted of sexual battery. He'd been stationed in Shinjuku and lived alone in Tokyo. That is, until his arrest.
Lived alone? Unmarried then?
His wife moved to Yokohama without him 7 years ago, when their son Toshiro started at Seiryo.
You gonna heading out tonight? Okay, fair enough. I'll finish this cutscene and I'll probably just end with that.
That's 4 years ago if you're
And I'll open myself up to Shogunyan to see if they wanted any help with their stream.
to do with him from that point on. That's it for personal details.
All right.
As for the charge, Ihara's made...
Yeah, you too. Have a good night.
We've had no luck getting him to budge. Mind you, the prosecution has plenty against him. Security camera surveillance, eyewitness footage, even trace evidence gathered on scene.
The same footage the media was plastering on TV?
Yes, although some of it was edited for privacy or length, but it painted a clear enough picture.
Hard to dispute something you can see right in front of you.
True.
And what about when they handed down the verdict? Ihara flew off the handle or something?
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Your Honor, in a warehouse, about 3 days ago, a body turned up in Yokohama. The body belongs to a guy named Hiro Mikoshiba. 4 years ago, this man took my son from me by driving him to commit suicide.
Ihara seemed convinced that Mikoshiba had bullied his son, and to get his justice, he even took Seiryo High to court. However, the court ruled against him, claiming there was no substantial evidence of bullying. I still need to dig into the court record of that case to see if there's anything of value.
Sounds like I'm on deck then. I've got someone involved in the case right in front of me.
Who?
The chairman of Seiryo High himself.
Are you talking about me?
I don't know how you pull these things off, Yagami-san. But let me give you a word of caution.
I'm listening.
Mikoshiba's murder hasn't been made public yet, so please don't go around talking about it. Especially at his school. The Kanagawa police will investigate the school soon enough. And if they find out everyone already knows...
They'd show us the door, lock it behind them, and probably charge us with obstruction.
Exactly. Oh, and before I send you Mikoshiba's photo, there's one last thing you should know.
What's that?
Ihara's ruling was the day before yesterday. That means we only have 13 more days to potentially file an appeal. If we don't make our move, Ihara will walk out of court with a sex offense charge and a minor slap on the wrist. And once his case is closed, it would take a miracle to get it reopened, even if there had been a critical oversight.
Right.
I'm sorry to give you a time limit instead of a viable solution.
Don't worry. I'll have to make do. For
Thanks.
now...
Yo.
Sorry. Give me one more sec. Actually, Kaito-san, can I fill you in later? I need to get some answers from the chairman.
All right. I'll save and quit for now. All right. Thanks for coming by, and I'll be back real soon. Take care, folks.